So the drama is about the Game Awards. The Game Awards 2024. Alright, so guess who won? Alright, everybody did not expect. These are the nominees, right? They got Astro Bot, they got Black Myth Wukong, they got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, they got, I think, Metaphor Refantasio. Alright. And guess who won? Let me show you guys my reaction. I was also quite shocked.
Astro Bot. What? And the game of the year is... Astro Bot. What?
So as you can see, I was quite shocked. I was not expecting Astro Bot to win. Alright, because it's like... I mean, no offense to Astro Bot, right? I feel like Astro Bot is probably a good family-friendly game, right? You can play with your kids, right? If you have kids, you can play with your little brother, little sister, if you have little brother, little sister. But I don't think it's I never expected it to be like Game of the Year, because I was expecting like Black Myth Wukong or maybe Final Fantasy. Maybe that's just me, right? Again, even I don't play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, but I go around Twitter and everybody has been talking about it, right? There's like people praising it, but I never hear people actually talking about Astro Bot. Now, I've heard people like game reviewers, critics, giving it high review, sure. But I've never really seen, if you go to Twitter, I've never seen people talking about Astro Bot, generally, right? Astro Bot is PlayStation 5 exclusive. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's probably because it's a more niche game. Astro Bot is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. And of course, this is going to be the Game of the Year past 10 winners. So Astro Bot 2024, Baldur's Gate 3 2023, Elden Ring, It Takes Two 2021, The Last of Us Part 2, Sekiro, God of War, Zelda, Overwatch, The Witcher. Yeah, Astro Bot is like... I heard that Astro Bot... So here's the thing, right? I heard that Astro Bot is... What's the word that I'm looking for? I heard that it's a very short game. You can finish it within one day. That's what I heard. That's what I hear, right? I don't think it's a good message to send to other developers when you let games like this win, because that means developers are going to make short single player games. I don't think that's a good thing, right? And one more thing is also, I don't think it's good that a Sony exclusive won. That shows that... I don't have anything against Sony, right? I don't have anything against Sony, but I feel like if you want something to win, it has to not be exclusive, right? Something that's available to everyone should be something that it is. So who does this benefit the most? This benefits Sony the most, because Astro Bot winning Game of the Year, meaning people say, oh, you gotta play Astro Bot, it's Game of the Year. This means that Sony is gonna be able to sell more PlayStation 5. So nobody is winning, Sony is winning, gamers are losing. If you're a gamers, pack it up. Pack it up, alright? You have no choice but to own a Sony PlayStation 5. So that's just what it is. Now, there's a lot of conspiracy theory going on around. People are saying that this is rigged. Now, I don't think it's rigged. I actually think more is towards the jury, right? We don't really see who the jury are, right? I don't know how many people are in the jury, but as far as I know, the players' votes only take 10% and then the jury takes like 90%. So let's say there are like 4 jury. Each of the jury takes like 20%. So that's like already like each of their vote is going to count more towards this particular game. And I can see that if you choose a bunch of jury that are maybe like... I don't want to sound like a little bit like... It's gonna be controversial, right? But if you choose like girls, I think they're gonna choose Astro Bot. Out of all the lists in the game, the one that girls like the most is going to be Astro Bot, I think. I don't think girls like Black Myth Wukong as much. Sure, there are some people that like it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think it's more of a guy game. What's the other two again? Metaphor Refantasio, I'm not sure. I think it's just the judge are probably like... Some of them are probably old, and not old as in old, but like old as in like they probably married and have kids, so they pick Astro Bot because they think that's something that like suitable for the general people, right? I don't know. That's just my take on it. The jury was on the website. They removed it, yeah. They removed the jury already to prevent drama, alright? You bet the jury don't even play Wukong. But yeah, W or L? Seeing Astro Bot win not just one award but a couple, this may be one of the best games this generation. I will be playing it this weekend for the first time. It's for an unforgettable adventure. Well deserved. Huge W. Sony fans are winning. So keep in mind, this is on PlayStation 5 official Twitter. Alright? Official X page. Everybody here is supportive of it. Congrats, you all earn it. Astro Bot is fire. Congrats. Well deserved. Incredible game. Well deserved. Congratulations. They deserve it. So everybody here is a Sony fanboy. Right? As you guys can see, there's a lot of Sony fanboy because this is a PlayStation. We're literally on the PlayStation, what is that? Twitter, right? But let me show you guys, if we are talking about, let's go to Dexerto, alright? So let's see what people have to say here. Okay. Oh, can't even load comments. Uh-oh. I rarely see actual gameplay or anything highlight. Elden Ring should have won. I like Astro Bot, but Game of the Year. PlayStation exclusive won Game of the Year. Sparking Zero would have won. Never heard of this game. Now you'll hear of this game.
Donated $3.
Yo, Kevin Kirk, what's up?
Woke people on the jury.
Woke people?
However, that is the point of it all.
Yep.
It is an award ceremony made by woke people for woke people. So
I
they
think
can
so
all
too.
Self-congratulation in a big gay circle jerk.
I actually do think that's there are some agenda being pushed here, and I think it's better for Astro Bot. I'm trying to think from a perspective of if you are a woke person, you don't want Black Myth Wukong to win, because you cannot let Black Myth Wukong win. Black Myth Wukong is a bad game. I mean not bad game, but it's a bad game to win Game of the Year because it's from China. You cannot have a game from China to win an American awards. You just can't, right? China, no. So now Astro Bot might be Sony, but we know that Sony is more encapsulated. There's much more prejudice towards China compared to Japan. You guys, I'm sure you guys agree, right? That Americans have like Americans towards China, there's a little bit more tension. Americans in Japan, less tension. I mean, we can all agree on that, right? That's just how it is. Astro Bot is lacking, so probably a little bit of stuff going on. They don't want the East to win. Show the Baldi trailer. We already saw the trailer, right? But you can see a lot of people say never heard of the game, but yet this is the game that won Game of the Year. I actually do think this is a bad message overall to be sending out to the game developers, because that means that more games are going to be exclusive to certain platform like PlayStation or Xbox, or you know, I think it's bad, man. I honestly think I don't think that that's a good thing, right? And yeah, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter what players vote. I think the general consensus is, from what I see on Twitter, many players seem to disagree that this game deserves Game of the Year, except for in the PlayStation official Twitter. Yeah, sure, these are Sony fanboys, of course they think it's deserved. Stellar Blade was robbed. Astro pick. Congrats. Not Astro Bot winning. Any of the games could have won besides the DLC. Huge congrats. But yeah, it's a good advertising for Sony, and I think Sony is going to be able to make back the loss, because Sony has no choice but to shut down the biggest studio ever that they own, which is Concord Firewalk Studios. So now, Astro Bot winning, that means Sony is going to be able to make back the financial loss for them shutting down Concord. Now more people are going to, it's a big advertising for them, right? A lot of normies are going to be, oh, Astro Bot, okay, I'll play it this weekend. We're going to go buy PlayStation. So now, everybody here is going to buy PlayStation, right? So Sony, it's a win for them. It's a win for them. So that's just what it is. The only Game of the Year I agree is W3. What is that? Console exclusive games, never will buy the console. Maybe it will come on PC. We will see. Alright. Wait, is this real? Belletro tweeted out that the game owned by the company who put the most money into the Game Awards this year got Game of the Year. What a surprise. The game was made with absolute love and deserve it. Hit even harder at the end when you got to the credits and what they let you do. Huh. But to be able to play it, you have to buy a PlayStation 5. I'm not sure about it, man. Yeah, I'm not. I don't really like exclusives, man. Exclusives kind of cringe for me. But yeah, that's just what it is.